I'd rather go back to corporate. I'm earning enough. I don't have to go out to the mall and I have to think about, okay, if I buy a dress at $200, then what is gonna happen with my business expense? Like, I don't have that thought. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna give a 2 months update after leaving corporate job. So when I leave my corporate job, I have three main goals, which is to be able to learn Chinese, build a business, and also to have more time with my family. And I'm gonna give you an update on each of these aspects, and I'm gonna leave off with the lessons I've learned after leaving corporate. So the first one is gonna be learning Chinese. A lot of you people ask me like why I need to learn Chinese and everything. But it's actually because of my dad. And let's try to say it in Chinese because I want to see the progress as well from this month until other months to come. So let's start. 大家好，我是蔡丽芳。今天我要跟你们讲华语，因为我要复习我的华语。我的爸爸每次说：“哦，如果你不会讲华语，我不会平静的死去。” By the way, I need to Google translate that. What he means is like he can't die peacefully if I don't learn Chinese properly. 所以我要学华语好好，因为我的爸爸说这样。So yes, so that's my Chinese progress. Let me know what you guys think in the comments on how should I improve and how should I actually progress with my Chinese. I hope that in the next month that I'm gonna give you guys an update, it's gonna be way better than now. So we're moving on to the next aspect, which is to build a business, which is the clothing business. And it's because I am passionate about making this clothing business. And so far, from the last video that I've created, we have moved on to the final sampling phase. And there's a lot of things going on during the phase from we first started sampling and until now to the final sampling stage, because we wanted to give the best. We could just approve from the first sampling, but because we wanted to give the best, there's delay in it. And since we are not located in the same place as the manufacturer, it's kind of giving us more delay because we have to ship here and there and we have to revise, improve, have meetings. And that is why it's taking more time than what we expected it to be. But I hope that you guys are gonna see how we have worked into when you guys see the product. I know people always say perfection is an illusion, but I think at least must be a good product that we roll out when we launch it. And I hope you guys stay tuned. And those who have been asking me about the product, remember to buy it once it launches. And from the last video, I also talked about incorporating this company. And I'm proud to say that me and my partner, we have incorporated the company in Singapore and it's now live. And we are so grateful for all the support that you guys have given us when we first announced this in our channel as well. And please continue to support us. But another thing that I want to mention apart from building a clothing business is that what have been earning for me is to make content creation. As you guys know, I have been doing this even when I have been working. And this is the source of income that I have right now. And this is the one that is earning me money. So while the clothing business is not yet launched, I am actually focusing on content creation as well. And I keep saying in my post that I have been having negative cash flow, and it's true because since I resigned in December, I didn't have my full pay because I resigned mid-month. And then I had to use my own savings to cover up my rents and my living expenses. But thankfully in January, I start having more endorsements coming in. And February, there are endorsements as well. So now I am actually trying to break even. As long as my savings is not being used up so much, then I'm so grateful because at least I have a side income to help me cover my fixed expenses. So the third goal when I left my corporate job is to have more time to help my family as well. So far, I feel like I have done quite a bit for my parents' company. We hired 2 people into the business and those 2 people are actually performing very well. And I have streamlined the onboarding process for new hires into my father's company, which I feel like it is something that was lacking previously. And I hope in the next month, what I'm trying to streamline is also the payroll section for that, because I felt like that area is also untouched and I want to improve that for my dad's company. So those are the three main goals and fruitful 2 months updates. And as you guys know, we also launched this podcast and also YouTube channel. I started posting more frequently as well. And so that is the milestones that we have already got so far. The next part for this video is the three main lessons that I've learned after leaving corporate and entrepreneurship as a whole. If you guys are experiencing the same thing and you are in the same phase where you resign from your job or you're really trying to hustle hard for your business and everything, this might be very useful for you because it helped me throughout this journey, especially with a minimal income. And the first lesson that I would actually say to anyone who is starting this journey is always stick to your schedule. Let's say you have a plan from A to B. Do it. You always have to train your brain to always do what is already expected of you, what is planned. If you constantly procrastinate and you're not doing and sticking to the schedule, you're never gonna make it. And that is what I've learned. As long as I say, I want to do this, I'm gonna make it work. No matter how hard it is, I'm gonna make it work and I'm gonna make sure that I really stick to my schedule. After I have already planned it, I work on it and I see what is the improvement that is required for me to do it. And I will repeat the cycle. Every time I set a goal, I have to do it, no excuses. And this will train our brain to stop procrastinating, stop delaying our goal. And I think it helps me a lot through this journey, especially there's no longer a 9 to 6 schedule. It's always like a day that you have to plan. What are you gonna do from 8 to 6 p.m.? And for me, I start my day as early as 8 a.m. I plan my day, I end my day at like 11 p.m. And I have this hourly schedule that I do, and I make sure I make this plan, I'm gonna make sure that I follow it. And second thing that I always tell myself in this journey is don't give up, even when you haven't seen the light at the end of the tunnel. What do I mean by that? Even though the world might be shaking, even though the world might hit you on the head and like pushing you down to the core, but this is what you're supposed to do, which is to push yourself up. You're supposed to stand on your ground. Like I also have problems in my relationship and everything. It doesn't make me stop. It doesn't demotivate me from doing what is required. And that is what I want you guys to say to yourself, like don't give up. We don't know what is gonna happen in the future. We don't know what is gonna happen the next day. Maybe there's someone who is successful and they wanna partner with you. We don't know. We just need to keep going. We should just show up. And I believe one day our hard work, as long as we improve, we're gonna make it. Honestly, I can just tell you guys, I felt like I wanna go back to corporate sometimes. Like, why am I doing this? I'm not making any money. I'd rather go back to corporate. I'm earning enough. I don't have to go out to the mall and I have to think about, okay, if I buy a dress at $200, then what is gonna happen with my business expense? Like, I don't have that thought. I just keep buying because I have a stable job, I have a stable income. But right now it's totally different. And sometimes really, I just feel like giving up. Like, why am I doing this? I feel like I don't see the end of the tunnel right now, but I wanna believe that this will be worth it one day. So if you guys are in this current phase, please repeat after me. Don't give up. Don't give up until something happens. And the third thing, which is very useful for me, is to prioritize. Prioritize, prioritize, and prioritize. Why? It's because your goal is now different from everyone else. Your goal is not just to live your life, enjoy life. No, your goal is now to build something. And there's a lot of things that you have to think about. And if your friends are not supporting you in your dreams and you're like doing this business, you're hustling hard and they're not supporting, they're asking you to party and everything, then they're not supporting your journey. They're not helping you reach that goal. Be able to not be afraid of saying no and just prioritize. So those are the three important lessons that I've learned after leaving corporate. And that is all for this video. I hope that you guys learned with me throughout this journey. See you again, hustlers. Bye.